It's Heather, and I just wanted to give you guys some headshot tips because I get asked a lot, how do you take a good headshot? So I just thought I'd give you like all the basics that I give my clients all the time. First thing is definitely get a good night's sleep the night before. You can cover a lot with Photoshop, but you can't fix no sleep. You can fix under the eyes a little bit, but the skin, everything looks so much better when you've had a good night rest. So whatever you do, the day before you take your headshots, definitely get a good night rest. The second thing is I get questions on what to wear. Wear something flattering, usually a solid color and nothing too trendy or too patterned. It's your headshot, so you are the focus of what it's all about, and it's sort of like your digital handshake. So you don't want to be distracted by what you're wearing or have it be outdated in 6 months because you wore something very trendy. So what you want to do is kind of just pick something that looks good on you, that is usually a solid color, nothing too trendy or too much pattern distracting from you. Other thing is, if you are worried about wanting to make sure you look thin and you're not feeling your thinnest, a V-neck. V-necks are always slimming, definitely help you out. The third thing I just want to mention is your background is not important. I see people get overly caught up in like what's going to be behind them. That doesn't matter because the background's probably going to be blurry, and we want to see you and not the background. Like literally, it will be this will be your framing. The other thing I wanted to mention is that you always want to get some natural light. You can do studio lighting, but it tends to give you shiny spots or other things, and natural light is just the most flattering. You want nice straight flat light. For girls, ladies, when you're getting your headshot, put your makeup on slightly more than you would normally do. And it's because cameras tend to wash you out a little bit when you get your photo taken. So if you don't put it on just slightly more than you normally do, still natural finish, all of that, but maybe just like a little more blush, just a tiny bit more, because that will compensate for the washout from the camera. The other thing, people do this all the time, and I totally get it. We'll do this for a headshot. They angle up because they're trying to get rid of any kind of double chin. All that does is have the camera shoot right up your nose. It's really not flattering for anybody. So instead, what you want to do is, like even when I just sit normally, I have a little bit of a double chin, but the way that you get rid of it in a photo is you move your head slightly forward and angle down, and then you don't see it. In a still shot, it looks completely normal. It feels a little weird. Practice doing it in front of a mirror until you get it down. So it's your chin slightly forward and then angle down. The other thing I just wanted to mention is definitely practice. Like take selfies, look in the mirror, figure out which side of your face is better. Usually people have one side of their face that is definitely photographs better than the other side. Most people aren't so good straight on unless you have a very long, thin face. Those people you can shoot straight forward and that's fine. Faces aren't symmetrical. One side is usually slightly different than the other. So just kind of look in the mirror and figure out which side you like better. And then when you take your headshot, take more from that angle. Okay, those are my top suggestions for when people get a headshot. Thanks.